Welcome back. On the previous lesson, we learned about what HTML stands for and why we have to use it. On this lesson, we're going to learn how a HTML document works. So we have four parts here. There's four parts that we have to look at. So the first one is document type declaration. This defines what version of HTML to use. Then the next three parts are the three main tags that basically describes the whole document. Okay, so we have the HTML element. It is also known as the root element. This represents the root of a document. Then we have the head element. It contains information about the document, including its title, links, and style sheets. This information is used by browsers, but it's not displayed to visitors. And for last, we have the body element. It contains the entire visible content of a web page. Now we get to code. I'm going to explain step by step so you can understand how a HTML document works, okay? But first, we're going to create a folder on the desktop. And I'm going to name it, I'm just going to call it document. Okay? And then you can open brackets. I already have it open here. So if you see this here, it's just giving you information about brackets. So it's basically a guide, as it says in here. It's a guide. So you can read on or you can just delete it, do whatever you want with it, okay? But we're gonna open the new folder we just created. So just click here, open folder, and let's navigate to desktop and where it is, where is it? Okay, document. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't see it. Now we're just gonna select it. Okay, now we're gonna create a new file here, and I'm gonna call it HTML document. Dot HTML. Okay. So we're gonna start by defining what version of HTML. We wanna use the latest version, that is HTML5. So we're gonna type doc type, okay, and then HTML. You do not have to type capital letters. You can if you want. This is just my preference, okay? Next, we have the root element. Now, within the HTML tags, we define all HTML elements. So the next thing we're gonna add is gonna be the head element. And anything you add within the head tag is gonna be only for the browser, okay? The visitor will not see. So within the head tag, I'm gonna add a title tag, and I'm just gonna put my first web page title. Okay. Now we have the body tag, and it's basically the same thing. Okay, you just change the text inside, in the middle. Change it to body. Now, anything you add within the body will be displayed to the user, will be visible to the user, okay? We're gonna add two different elements. So the first one is gonna be a large heading, and the second one is gonna be a paragraph. So we're just gonna type H1, and I'm gonna add my first large heading. And the second element is going to be a p tag, The P tag stands for paragraph. Okay, so I'm gonna type this is my first paragraph. Okay, now let's save it and check it out. You can click in here, okay, and it should launch the page. And there it is. We have my first large heading, which it belongs to the heading one, and then the paragraph here, which it belongs to the P tag here. Now, the title is not displayed in here because, as I said before, this is just for the visitors to see, okay? Um, this title is displayed over here on the top, okay, of each tab. When you open websites, you're gonna see on each tab the title. Okay, we just created our first HTML document, and on the next lesson, we're gonna look at CSS.